Hi guys, it's Veronica from Veronica's Ventures. Every Sunday, I release a new video on personal growth or transformation, as well as simple life hacks to help you be successful. I also go live every Wednesday at noon on my Facebook channel, so be sure to tune in there as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss any new content. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make an awesome thumbnail completely free on your desktop or laptop. And you're going to be using the program called Canva and another website called remove.bg, and it's basically remove background. And so here we go. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm doing. Okay guys, so we're ready to go. You go to canva.com, and this is a completely free version of Canva. They do have a paid version, but this is the free version. And you type here YouTube thumbnail. Now, obviously I've made quite a few thumbnails, so it's already in my recent search history. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. You can use any of these templates if you'd like to. I'm just going to use a blank one so we can start from scratch. So the very first thing that you want to make sure you do is you want to use high contrast images and text because you want to draw your viewer in. So I am going to choose a background. I'm going to use this one. Now you can make that a little less bright, so if you wanted to, or a little less dark, I should say. So I'm going to change the transparency there. A human face will attract more potential viewers to your thumbnail. So how do you do that? How do you get your picture on there? And you want to use this website. It's another free website called remove.bg /upload. And I'm going to close this because as you can see, I already did this. But you go to upload image. You have your image ready to go. And the website will work its magic, and there it is. And then you hit download. Now, if you had the paid version of this program, you could download in high definition. This is not the paid version, so it's going to be a lower quality image, but the thumbnail is so small that it's really not going to make that big of a difference. So you go back to your thumbnail that you were working on. Oh, sorry. There we go. And you click here on uploads, and I have this here from earlier when I was practicing, but you'd go to upload and you'd find your image on your device and ta-da! And you might be asking, why am I making such a silly face in this picture? And the reason is that expressions will get more clicks than just having just smiling. Interesting, huh? I'm going to flip this so I'm looking the other direction. Fix it a little. And then another thing that you want to do is make sure you're using colors, text, fonts that are consistent with your brand. So one font that I like to use is this one. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that now. And you want to make sure that whatever your text that you're using is big enough that it can be read on a small screen. You don't want to put too much text on here because most people look at YouTube on their phone. And if they can't read it, they're just going to scroll right past it. So you want to use a different text than what's on your title for two reasons. The text on your title is probably search engine optimized and may not be the most catching to your potential viewer, but also it gives you a second chance to capture that audience. So I'm going to put something like, it's shockingly easy. And I'm going to change the size to a little bit less, and I'm going to make this white. So I changed this text white. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it so I can move this all the way to the left. Yay. Okay, so you could stop there. You have high contrast images and text. You have it nice and big so people could read it. You have a face with an expression on it and a catchy title. I like to maybe add a little bit more. So we could stop here. I'm going to go to elements, and I'm going to see if I can kind of add some layers to it just to make it a little more catching, a little more eye-catching. So I'm going to do this, but I'm going to send it backward. So it's behind the text, behind the image. I'm going to move this picture a little bit so I can adjust this. It's a little tricky. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it again, and I'm going to change the color to create even one more layer of contrast and kind of tie in that white font again. Oops. Grip picked up the wrong thing. Okay. Now, peekaboo. Okay, bring to front. There we go. Now, I'm not exactly happy with how this looks right here, so I'm going to move it a little bit more like that. Still not 100% happy. I'm going to make this purple one a little bigger. Bring it down just a scotch. All right, guys, what do you think? Does it look good? If you don't like the fact that this text is going here, you could, of course, decrease the size of the text, move it over a little bit, decrease the size of this a little bit. Oops, wrong thing. Here we go. And the reason that you want to have your text on this side and your pictures on this side is because YouTube will actually put things here in this corner. So you want to make sure that you don't have your text covered up. And then all that's left to do is download it. So you just hit download. See, wasn't that super easy? And it looks good and it's free. So one more important thing to note is if you did have the paid version of Canva, you could skip the step with this other website, the remove.bg. You would just have whatever image here in your uploads, and you would go to effects, and you could remove the background there. But we're all set and ready to go. Now, if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me or comment below. You could also comment if there's a particular topic that you want me to cover. I'd be more than happy to do that. I just want to review the key steps with you one more time. So let me get out of this sharing. I'm back. So let's review what you want to make sure you cover when you're doing your thumbnails. So you want to make sure you use bright, high contrast colors and images. You want to use a close-up of the human face whenever possible. An expression will get more clicks than a smile, so be expressive even if you feel silly. Make sure the text is big enough so that it can be read on a small screen. Most people look at YouTube on their phones. And you want to use fonts and colors consistent with your brand. And your bonus tip for the day is you can use different text on your thumbnail than what is on your actual title to have another chance at engaging those potential viewers. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If there's any topics that you'd like to see me cover, please comment below or send me a DM. Don't forget to find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and also at veronikaventures.com. See you next time. Bye.